Hey everybody, Dan here from the Global Run Club. Look, most running YouTube channels assume your whole life revolves around running, that you're a 22-year-old professional athlete that lives in the Alps and can train all day and recover all night. But that's not the case for most of us. It's certainly not the case for me. This video is about a little real talk. It's about how to train for a 100-mile mountain race or whatever your goal is, while you've got a full-time job and a kid. I own a separate business. Besides that, I have a ton of responsibilities. And so how do I fit it all in, and what does it all look like? That's what this is about. When I started running ultras about a decade ago, I assumed that perfection was the only way to get it done. You've got to follow a plan, hit the mileage every single day, never miss a workout unless you're sick or injured, and just stack the bricks of fitness one at a time and do it right. The problem is, your cell phone rings and it's a work emergency, or it's the school because your kid is sick, or on a day like today, it's a perfect day and I'm not running today, and I'll tell you why. My favorite person in the world doesn't have school, so I'm taking her swimming with one of her pals. She's holding the camera right now, in fact. And so I'm trying to fit it all in today, even though I'll need a training run at some point today because I'm less than a month out from the biggest race of my life. It isn't perfection that gets it done. Here's what is. If there's one superpower I have, or that any of us can have in training, it's consistency. I have learned that consistency beats perfection every time. You don't need to worry about every single workout every single day. You need to worry about doing the best you can week over week over week and month over month over month. When life gets really busy, I know I can't save every single workout. And so what I have to do is protect what I think of as the big rocks, the immovable things in my week. That's the long run, that's the strength training. I've got to get those two things in every single week, no matter what's happening. Busy week, traveling for work, sick kid, doesn't matter. Long run needs to happen, strength work needs to happen. If you get those two things, you're set. Except here's the problem. What if you don't have time on Saturday or Sunday for a super long run? You've got to adapt even those big rocks. And so what that means is week over week of consistent mileage. Keep the long ones when you can, and if you know you're not going to get a 4-hour block for a big long training run, that means you've got to fit it in elsewhere. For me, that often means 2 a day, so run in the morning, run in the evening, lots of early morning and late night work. The point is week over week over week of training stimulus that fits your long-term goal. Your body doesn't care what type of stress you're under this week, whether it's running stress or life stress. And so if you're up all night with a sick kid, that's a ton of physical stress on your body. You've got to recover from that the same as you'd recover as if it were a really tough hill workout. Keep that in mind as well, is that life stress counts as stress. A sleepless night is a sleepless night, whether you spent it out doing hill repeats with a headlamp on, or you spent it up making ginger tea for a sick kid, or dealing with a work emergency if that's something that you need to do at night. My point is, keep in mind what your total stress is. If you can't turn off everything in your life, include it in how you think about your training. Look, the truth is, last month was my biggest training month ever. I ran nearly 500 kilometers and almost 20,000 meters of elevation. What does that look like for someone with a full, busy life? Well, it looks like, frankly, a lot of boring work. A lot of time out here on these stairs, on this gorgeous trail, because frankly, it's close to my house. I didn't travel too far to get the work in. It looks like a long run every single week if I can manage it, and if I can't, a bunch of split days. It looks like tracking my vert. Last week, I wanted 6,000 meters of elevation. And so yesterday, the last day of the week, I was out doing hill repeats on Sugarloaf across the road here until I got exactly 6,000 meters for the week, because that was the goal. Consistency beats perfection. Keep doing the work. My gosh, these stairs are hard. Keep doing the work. Look, we're not professional athletes, but we have goals, and those goals matter. So work for them smart, work for them hard, and we'll help you here at the Global Run Club.